Okay, Sylvia, thanks so much for joining me today. It's nice to see you on Zoom, although I think we have met in person
I
at ISTE's past, probably, right?
I think so. Yep, definitely. Yep. I've
What
been
what number what number ISTE will this be for you?
right. So that's a good question. Last year was my first one. I'd been there before as a guest, but last year was my first one, and I was there alone, and it was overwhelming, but fantastic.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So I guess I can ask you the question about before the pandemic versus after the pandemic. So you're kind of coming straight in. So
Yeah.
after your experiences from last year, talk about why you're coming back and what you're looking forward to seeing the most, and most importantly, what are some of your announcements that you're planning?
Right, will do. So, I mean, it's really just the most energetic, exciting conference that we go to all year. And for us, it's incredibly gratifying because really our whole company, so Stick Together is celebrates making together and creating together. And it started really with me just doing an event at a maker fair. And the whole company really came about because of the interest of this community. So going to ISTE was really just so energizing for us because it's, we created products really in response to the community. So when I first did the sticker poster kits, which is basically paint by numbers with stickers, librarians really were eager for this product, and it fit a niche for all kinds of things, SEL, but also passive programming. It just sort of fit in magically. I didn't set out to create this. It just was really a pulling from that community. And then when COVID happened, we created a digital product. The same thing happened, where we set up a virtual version where people could synchronously or asynchronously work on an image together from all around the world, really. And again, we had 50,000 users in the first 3 weeks. So again, the community sort of came through. And then we developed pixel art, which we're going to talk about, which is a way for kids to use the extra stickers, but really create pixel portraits. And now we're introducing a new product this time. But each time, when we come to ISTE, I mean, it's really, what's so fun for us is when someone comes up to the booth and says, hey, what's Stick Together? I never heard of it. Right away, there's someone else there from the community, and I can just step back and they can take over. So it's really, it's exciting, it's energizing. It's also, we learn a lot. I mean, we're there to learn. We're there to learn and to respond and to grow and to change the company based on what we hear there from all the amazing educators there. So.
Yeah, one of the really interesting things about the ed tech space and in education is in terms of how schools are able to get stuff, right? I mean, you have a very much of a top-down feeling a lot when it comes to, especially when it comes to technology, that it's the director of technology, maybe the director of curriculum, the superintendent that are making the decisions. But when you walk around the ISTE show floor, you can see there is very much of a bottoms up sort of dynamic that happens. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that, especially with your product, I would guess, right?
Right. So I mean, again, we're purchased a lot by teachers and librarians, and it sort of fills in on all kinds of uses, opening activity, or like I said, passive or stress relief or whatever. But what we're starting to see more and more, and really it's sort of the stick together effect, is that exactly what you're saying is that, as more and more teachers, more and more librarians, it gets into, we're starting to move up and up to principals and now to districts, where entire districts are now getting onto sticker boards or buying our posters. And again, we're not, we're ed tech light. I mean, we're not really providing, I mean, there's pixel learning and there's all kinds of learning that can happen, but really what this is a way to, get kids to make together, create together, do something that's a little bigger than themselves, but in a very, very easy, relaxing way. For our posters really encourage interaction, people. So, but again, the more that the larger community sticks together, the more of an impact that we have. So we were starting to see that, but very much it started for us with librarians, media specialists, the whole makerspace world, and it's now sort of infiltrated the whole education system, which we're
Yeah.
really to see.
Well, let's get right into the weeds here. So
Yeah,
there you have two big things that are happening. Maybe we want to start with your announcement, and then we can talk about the mural.
yeah. Why don't I share my screen if that's
Yeah.
okay? And might take a sec here. here we go. Now let me make this bigger. So we have ISTE this year. Why is this not getting bigger? There we go. So our first announcement is that we're going to be in the Discovery Gallery, and the Discovery Gallery is what ISTE put together to really celebrate visual art pieces that express creativity and communicate learning, and it's all created by the ISTE community. So this is our global mural project. It was spearheaded by Shannon Miller, and we had over 1,000 students from all over the world submitting portraits created on our free pixel art platform. And
Cool.
and so we created a global pixel art gallery, and these are going to be showcased on a huge mural. It's really a stunning array. It displays both community and individuality. And so it's going to be in something called the Discovery Gallery. I'm not quite sure where it's going to be, but what we did is just to backtrack a little bit, our sticker posters have a lot of stickers, and some of our posters have a lot of extra stickers. And so this, in an attempt to sort of help people figure out what to do with the extra stickers, we have a platform where kids can go on and create their own very little pixel art, almost like an avatar drawing. Then they can print out a worksheet, use the extra stickers and the color key, and they can sticker them. So again, these are portraits made, and these aren't even all of them, from kids all over the world. And I just find it just so unbelievably beautiful and moving. And so it's gonna be showcased in, as I say, in the Discovery Gallery. There's going to be a reception, I think, on Tuesday from 4 to 5, and there's going to be Shannon made a beautiful video to talk about the process. We had video sent in from all over the world. We had one sent in from the Ukraine, kids from there making pictures. So just imagine, these are just portraits of kids all over the world. So we're very, very excited about that. So should I go on to our next?
Yes, please. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, it shows a little bit about how you use this stuff yourself.
Yeah. So our next is really our new product announcement, which we're very, very excited about. And this is called Puzzle Face, and it takes a little explanation. So but really you have to come to the booth to see it. It's one of these things you have to see to believe. So there's a box. It has 300 pieces. You can see what they look like on the left. They're shaded, different shades. On the right, each piece is coded 1 through 60 in one of 5 colors. So there's orange, green, red, blue, and purple. And then what happens is you could put this puzzle together in any number of different ways, an infinite number of ways, and you can make any face. So each of these faces was made with the exact same puzzle.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty wow, right? And so this is how it works. I'll tell you a bit about how it works, but here we made a puzzle face with you. And in fact, I could do one right now on the phone. It's really, I could show you. I mean, I basically take a picture, push a couple buttons, and you get a puzzle, the image key. This is what we call the image key. So this tells you which piece to put where and in which orientation. So the way the gameplay works is you take the pieces, it's a group activity. You have to lay them out, code side up, organize them by color and then by number. And then you just have to match exactly this color key, and then you pick it up and you have the picture. So here you can see some kids working on it. We divide them into teams, so they have to find the pieces for their section, then they have to put that section together. Then they put the 6 sections together. So you can see it's really a stick together kind of product. And then when they lift it up, they have a new picture. So it's called Puzzle Face. It's new to the world. We're incredibly excited about it, and that's our big announcement. And if you stop by the booth, we're going to be giving away a lot. We're going to have raffles and all that kind of good stuff. So
cool. So it seems like now now post-pandemic here, your applications are back to being in person. But are you going to keep the online mural tools as well?
We're doing a lot of work with the online, we call it digital sticker boards. We're doing we have a lot more images in our gallery. We're improving that platform and adding a lot of new features. So there's a lot of news there too, but it's sort of, how much news can you fit in? So we're focusing on the gallery, the pixel art and the thing. But yeah, we're definitely, and we're going to start the ability to share the sticker boards on a Zoom. So while you're on the Zoom, everyone can be watching the image come together, just to give you some highlights. We're actually at the booth going to be doing some pixel parties, which are really fun. So everybody on their phone jumps onto the sticker board, and we sticker together. And if you have 15, 20 people, it only takes a few minutes. and we've embedded some bonus pixels in them. So whoever gets a bonus pixel wins a free kit. So we've got tons of games and fun stuff going on at the booth, and our booth number, which I should probably tell you, I don't remember it. I think it's 540.
We'll get it in there.
Okay.
Well, Sylvia, thank you so much for your time, and it looks like you have some really fun stuff for folks who are going to be at the show. And if you're not at the show, you can still go and check out some of the online stuff that you're doing as well. I don't think there's any show other than ISTE that can better prove that it's essential for people to get back together in person, right? You can't, as you just said, you can't really kind of fully get the full magnitude of what you're talking about unless you're in person or in a classroom doing these sort of tools. So once again, appreciate your time and your insights.
Thanks so much. Let's all stick together.